Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sadaf and this channel is all about self-empowerment for women. I wanted to create this channel in order to talk about the different topics related to self-empowerment, but since self-empowerment in itself is a very large topic, I wanted to clarify what it actually is, or in the context of this channel, what it is going to be all about. So there are many things that come to mind when we talk about self-empowerment, from our values to our like responsibility towards our life or discipline, and also empowerment. It is about power, so strength to face the difficulties you have in your life and all of that. So let's talk a little bit about how I look at self-empowerment and what that means to me and what kind of content I will be making on this channel about self-empowerment. The first step for me of self-empowerment is all about self-awareness. So since if you are not even aware of who you are as a person, what your values are, what is the direction you want to take, or what are your strengths in life and all of that, you cannot really be empowered as a person. Self-empowerment for me is knowing who you are. It is knowing what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, but also being aware of your limiting beliefs. It can be very helpful to know who you are as a person, and why that is because it allows you to be connected to your heart, to be connected with yourself, to take decisions according to what is important to you. And also it also allows you to listen to your intuition, which is very important and which is something that we cannot really explain in words, or there are no logical ways of explaining that. But when you are connected with yourself and when you know what is important to you, what are your values and all of that stuff, then naturally you are going to take decisions that are going to be aligned with your intuition, and that is a very important part of life. And that brings me to how you can develop self-awareness. What are the different ways? Of course, there are many different ways and many things work for different people, and meditation is one of them. Connecting to nature is another one. Journaling is something that I absolutely love doing, and I am actually in the process of creating my own journals. So journaling has been very helpful for me. And along with that, you can also travel by yourself. When you travel and when you face different kind of challenges or different things, that is when also you become aware of your own weaknesses, your own strengths, how you face situations, what is difficult for you, what is easier for you, and all of that. So I love challenging myself. I love taking myself to, I love trying out new things and growing as a person. So I think that traveling is something that has really helped me in the past. Now, since COVID, I have not really taken such trips, but in the past, taking trips by myself has been a very big part of becoming more aware of who I am, what kind of activities I enjoy. And that brings me to the second aspect of self-empowerment, and that is all about setting a direction or a purpose for yourself in your life. That needs to be something that is aligned with your skills this time. So of course, what are the skills that you have, or what are the skills that you want to develop? And then according to that, you can definitely see what direction you want to take in life. But it's a very important part of life to have a certain direction or a purpose, because that gives you the sense of accomplishment, that gives you the sense of being a person. What is it that I'm bringing, in what way am I contributing to the society, what is it that I'm bringing to the world? And that needs to be more than your job. Of course, your job is one thing, but you are much more than your job, and that it's very important. So to use your own skills and your own strengths and your own life story or whatever you have to bring more to the world. So there are different reasons why it's extremely important to have a certain direction in life, and I think that the people who do have a certain direction, they have a lot less that feeling of being overwhelmed by life, because let's be honest, life is quite overwhelming with all the different things that we have around ourselves. And when you are not focused on towards a certain direction, you can't really live life lightly, or you cannot really move forward in a certain way. So it's very important to have a certain direction, and then to work on your skills and to improve them over time, and then go towards becoming a better person and improving your skills and improving your personality and all of that. That's very important. Also, having a certain kind of a purpose in life makes you feel energized from within, because you know that you are working with the aspects of yourself that are positive, that are empowering, that are bringing something to the society, and that is always a very, very good feeling to have. And how do you set a certain direction for yourself? Of course, it's very individual, and it can take more or less time, and depending on the phase of life that you are in, you can set different directions. It takes introspection to actually come forward with a certain way, with a certain direction that you want to take. So you can ask yourself questions like, where do I want to be 5 years from now? What are the skills that I have right now that I can further develop on and build more of in related to these same skills? And then comes action. Without action, of course, there are no results and there is no moving forward. So action is a very important part of being self-empowered. So I really suggest putting in place a certain action plan or a system that I have talked about in a previous video. Also, a system is all about the little actions that you take every single day towards your goal. If your goal is to get a certain job, the system is all about putting in place little actions that you are going to take every week or every month, calling a certain number of people or getting in contact with or going to a certain number of, let's say, networking events and all of that, so that over time you are moving towards your goals. So action is all about having a system in place that allows you to move forward towards your goals and towards your direction or the purpose that you have set for yourself. It is also about, for me, I think it's also about setting challenges for yourself that are a little out of your comfort zone, because that is what really intrigues you and then gives you the energy to try more things and feel a sense of accomplishment, that this is something that I couldn't do in the past and this is something that I can do now, and that really gives you that feeling of growth and of growing, because for me, staying in the same place is definitely like feeling dead, and I absolutely do not want to have that kind of a sensation. So it's very important to have little challenges. It can be going and contacting people that are not necessarily in your network. It can be whatever feels a little out of your comfort zone for you. So even filming these videos, for me, it is not at all in my comfort zone, and I feel absolutely like it is overwhelming, but at the same time, this is something that I want to be more comfortable with, and I would be happier if I have been able to develop my own skills through making those videos. So yes, having such challenges is also part of your action plan. And then in order to support your actions, of course, you also need to have something in place, because let's be honest, not everyone does get out of their comfort zone. It can be unsettling and difficult to get out of your comfort zone. So you need to have something in place that is kind of supporting you and helping you and encouraging you. So in order to get that kind of support, where can you find it? Where do you feel comfortable with that kind of support? So for me, it is all about nurturing my soul, listening to the kind of music that I like to listen to, doing meditation and going out in nature and talking to people who are also getting out of their comfort zones. Because let's be honest, if you have a circle of people who are just who are not trying new things, they are going to keep you in that same place where you are, or maybe make you feel bad about what you are doing. So it's very important to get out of that and make new connections with people who are actually doing that kind of work and helping you move in a certain direction. So yes, do support your actions, do support yourself in whatever way it feels comfortable to you, and that is the kind of content that I would like to make in these videos. I would definitely like to empower women to be more expressive, more confident, more empowered, to take their own decisions, to not feel bad about things, because I think the hardest part is all about the internal work, because that is, even though outside people are not thinking a certain thing, not thinking about you in a certain way, it is all about how you work within yourself that counts. And so yes, this channel is all about empowering them and me myself growing at the same time as well. Okay, I hope that this has intrigued you in some way. So yeah, that is all this is going to be about, and I'm definitely very excited to be making those videos, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.